Okay, shall we get started? Because we come here to train, as lovely it is to talk. We've given all the latecomers the time to come in, and if they're later, they're later. So, hello, Thursday again, here we go. As you can probably see, Wesley is not around once again because he's off playing golf with his work. So, and it works out handy because there's two of us, so it is really good and we don't miss many lessons. Today we're going to work on some basics, but I'm going to introduce some adjustments in some stances, mainly through some leg blocking to start off with. So yep, that's what we're going to work on definitely for the first portion, and then as usual we'll see how time goes because we eat up a lot of that through jibber jabbering. Shout out to Kyokushin World Shop and our sponsor Aerofit. So super duper stuff. Check them out if you need anything. And apart from that, as we said last week, I haven't got a copy with me now, but the book that we are publishing is going to be coming out very soon. We're just proofreading it at the moment, so super excited about that, and it should hopefully, all being well, maybe the end of the month, beginning of the next month, be published and ready for everybody to get a copy if they want. That aside, let's have a nice session. Chat's down here, we all know it, it's regular people, so nothing changes there. Got any questions, put it in the chat and I'll do my best to answer it. Let's get started. So let's rotate the hips. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, shish, ach, ku, ju, entire way. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, shish, ach, ku, ju. Lean over to the left, arm out, stretch nicely out. And the other side, over to the right. And push the hips forward, lean back. And last one, lean forward, keep the legs nice and straight, and relax the elbows and the back down. And come up. Okay, so we're just going to start off with some nice low knees, knee to the front, and then open that hip out to the side. Not looking for a block at the moment. What we're looking to do is just relax here forward and really try and keep these hips nice and square so we open up the inside of the thigh. One count, we're going to be there. 1, 2, 1, 2 on the other side. Okay, let's get started. So right leg first. Ready? Ich, 1, 2, open up. Ni, 1, 2. San, shi, go, ruk, ish, ach, ke, ju. Good. This time reversing it. Coming out to the side, and now we're looking at actually pushing this forward and starting the rotation here. First one, we were fairly square. Second one, open up. Bring yourself back square so that each time we're opening, not leaving this forward and then cutting short the opening of the hip, okay? So, to the side and forward, same thing, 2 for 1. Ich, 1, 2. Ni, san, shi, go, ruk, ish, ach, ke, ju. Good, good. So now 1, 2, 3, and on the fourth one, we're pushing forward. So square, 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 forward. Yeah, square, 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 forward. Just on that last one, we're starting to get that rotation and realism of actually pushing the knee in. Okay, 1 count, 4 techniques. Ready? Let's go. Edge. 1, 2, 3, 4. Knee. 1, 2, 3, 4. San. Chi. Go. Rick. Ish. Ach. Kid. Cheer. Shia. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come forward and then back. Knee forward and then try and scoot that through. Don't swing the leg. Try and keep the tuck straight through. You probably feel a little uncomfortableness as we pull the hamstring back through. Not quite warm, so don't go mad on it. Okay, through and back. 1 count. Ready? Right leg first. Edge. 1, 2. Knee. San. Chi. Go. Rick. Ish. Ach. Hit. Cheer. Okay, let's add that on. 1, out, out, in. Once we push forward, push straight back. Okay, same thing. 10. Out, sorry, straight, out, out, straight. Swing through for the back. Okay, let's go. 2 more left. Ready? H. Knee. 1, out, out, through, push. San. Chi. Go. Rick. Ish. Ach. Hit. G. Yeah. Okay. From that last position, we're going to bring through like a long Soto. So from here, we're looking at kinking up, through, and rotate round. What I'd like us to avoid, if possible, is going like this. Yeah. I want to keep this up, around, through. Okay, so we're getting that nice Mawashi basic version coming through. Okay, so let's take it nice and easy. We've got up, out, out, forward, back, through. Okay, try and keep that shin nice and parallel-ish to the ground. 10 more, last one on the legs. Okay, so let's go. Ready? H. 1, out, out, forward, back, and then through. Don't lag the ankle down like me. Knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stand. She. Go. Rick. Ish. 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 Kid. I'm sorry. Ach. Kid. Last one. Jew. Isha. Good, good. And let's just rotate those hips a little bit. Itch. Knee. Sun. Shi, on the other way. Ich, ni, san, shi. Right. Let's start warming up the arms in the actual basics that we're going to do. I'm going to start off with just some 10 Q, standing static. What I want is we're going to do 5 of each. So we've got 5 Morotoski Jordans, Chudans, Gidans, Oitski Jordans, 5, Oitski Chudans, Oitski Gidans, Jordan Lucas, Maigan and Bryce, Hizza and Kings. 5 of each, not 10. Still warming up. Crisp technique is fine. Don't go belting them out mad at the moment. You can if you want. It's not my choice. So, Fudachi, Odachi, ay! Okay, Morotoski Jordan, 5 to the count. H, ni, san, shi, go. Chudan, H, ni, san, shi, go. Get down. H, ni, san, shi, go. Oitski, H, ni, san, shi, go. Chudan, H, ni, san, shi, go. Get down. H, ni, san, shi, go. Jordan, okay. H, ni, san, shi, go. Maigan and Bry. H, ni, san, shi, go. Here's the gun. H, ni, san, shi, go. King Gary. H, ni, san, shi, go. And Nauri. Nasumi, tidy yourselves up. We're just going to do 10 narrow push-ups, 10 wide push-ups, okay? To the count. So down we go. Narrows first. Ready? Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, shish, ach, get, ju. And wide. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, shish, ach, get, ju. Up you get. Hopefully we are fairly warm. Done quite a lot with the legs. Not too much with the arms. Normally the legs need warming up a little bit more. So let's get started. We're going to start with Tempku, and we're going to use just Zenku Sudachi in this particular grade. In future, we're just using this one as the warm-up still. In future ones, we're going to use multiple stances and maybe not by grade. I'm going to help Fraz out a little bit though for his first grading, to be fair. So all of them techniques are what we're doing. When we move forward, we will be doing 2 things. Not only moving forward and the technique, but then we need to change the balance to do a leg block, okay? Like we were doing knockdown. So let me demonstrate, for example. So it will be the same leg that does the block each time. So we're going to start off in Zenku Sudachi, Maigan and Bry, right leg back. We're going to move forward, for example, we're going to do a Morotoski Jordan. From here, in this particular case, we're going to come up, check the kick, back into a Zenku Sudachi. We're going to move forward again, Morotoski. This time, it will be the back leg that does the check. Move forward, then it will be the front leg. The idea is that we are not just falling into a position where we are used to just blocking off the back leg when the weight is forward, or when the leg is back is when we're used to blocking with the front leg. And that's natural, I get it. You know, we all do it. We all think, ah, yeah, this one's nice and easy to block, but get caught a load on the front leg. What we want to be able to do is transition. So here, we're taking the block. Here, we're taking the block. We're using the basic stances. Yep, great. We're happy here. We can block off the back leg. But more often than not, we will struggle with a forward-leaning stance to adjust and then do the technique here. Obviously, we're trying to do it in a good position here, so little disturbing in the time frame that we're in the air, okay? Making sure that we get up and down pretty quickly. We check the kick, we take the block, back into a position to do something else. Okay, when you're doing the block, I'm not really fussed where your hands are, but when you move forward, obviously you'll do an absolute basic technique, and then we'll adjust to however you want. Okay, does everybody understand what we're working on? Good, good. In the interest of space, we are going to do 2 steps forward and 2 steps back. So again, it gives you that multi-dimension of moving forward, blocking with the front leg, moving forward, blocking with the back leg, moving back, blocking with the front leg, moving back, blocking with the back leg. And then we're going to change sides, and then we're going to do it all on the left side. So I don't want to do loads and loads and loads of syllabuses all the way through, but we are going to use 10th Q syllabus in its entirety. Good? I'll keep you posted all the way through anyways. Okay, ready. Let's go. Fudachi, Mike and Brian. Okay, cheer. Okay, so we're moving forward. Marotta ski Jordan. I've probably got a little bit more space now that we're only doing 2 up. Moving forward, Marotta ski Jordan. Let's make it simple. We will block with the right leg all the way up, all the way back until we change legs. Okay? Right. So we're Marotta ski Jordan. Zenku Sudachi, nice long stance. Fraz, make sure it's nice and long. Okay? Moving forward. H. Knee. Moving back. San. Shi. Ante. Change legs. The left leg that does the blocking this time. H. Knee. San. Shi. Sheer. Hey, change legs. Exactly the same thing. Right leg. Then we got left leg. We're on Shudan Marotta ski this time. Should know where we're going. We shouldn't need to explain too much from now. Okay? Ready? Let's go. Shudan Marotta ski. Aish. Yee. San. Shi. Hey. Aish. Knee. San. Shi. Sheer. Hey. Change legs. Get in this time. Aish. Knee. San. Shi. Hey. Change legs. Just realised I might be counting a bit fast for everybody, so I'll slow it down. Aish. Knee. San. Shi. Hey. Oiski Jordan, remember. Front arm, front leg. Okay? Moving forward. Aish. Knee. San. Shi. Hey. Change legs. Aish. Knee. San. Shi. Hey. Shudan. Aish. Knee. San. Shi. Hey. Aish. Knee. San. Shi. Sheer. Hey. Get on. Aish. Knee. San. Shi. Sheer. Hey. Aish. Hey, Jordan, okay. Aish! Hey! San! Shi! Hey! Aish! Ni! San! Shi! Shia! Hey! Mike and Brian, looking down. Aish! Ni! San! Shi! Sleep there by me. Looking on the wrong leg. Ante. Aish! Ni! San! Shi! Shia! Okay. Now this move, probably quite similar. 1, 2. Yeah. 1, not so similar. Okay. Think about it. Double on one leg, single on each. Okay. Here's the gamagiri. Moving forward. Ready? Aish! Ni! San! Shi! Ante! Moving forward. Aish! Ni! San! Shi! Ante! The last technique of the syllabus. Kingari. Remember, open the hips. Basic hips is fairly square. Open the hips like we did on the second sets, more or less. Okay? Ready? Aish! Ni! San! Shi! Shia! Hey! Last one. Aish! Ni! San! Shi! Shia! Naui! Ush! Get yourself a drink. We'll be back with the next one. All okay? Good, good. Excellent. Oh. And I said I wasn't going to go through every grade, as it so happens we are doing 9th Q as well, because there's a couple of alternative stances. We have 3 stances in 9th Q. Sanshin Dachi, so for those that don't know, Sanshin Dachi, we have Kokotsu Dachi, and we have the stance that we've just done, Zenkutsu Dachi. Okay, so 3 stances, which means we have a good opportunity to practice those other varieties. Sanshin Dachi is fairly easy because it's 50-50 weight. The only difficult bit is obviously that the feet are pointing inwards. So, for example, when we move forward with Agaruchi, don't just raise up like this because we know we can. Yeah, because it's not very hard. Make sure we adjust and then back in. When we go forward, 1, adjust, back in. Okay, try to really concentrate on that pivot all the time. Yeah. Then we move on to Gyaku skis, which is exactly the same. Zenkutsu Dachi, reverse arm. The only difference is it's a little bit more rotation. On the blocks, Chudan and Sotuuke, we're then going to be off a backward leaning stance. So in this, we have 50-50, backwards and forward leaning stances. Very good for working out that balance change and that transition between the stances. Okay, so quickly, we've got Aguchi, we've got Gyakuski, Jordan, Chudan, Gidan, Chudan Uchuke, Sotuuke, and Maigari Chudan. And don't forget, Maigari, it's not pointed, it's not flat. Point the foot, pull back the toes, mainly for Fraz. Everybody else is black belt, so you should know what you're doing. Okay, right. Same thing will happen. 2 forward, 2 back, change, 2 forward, 2 back with the other side. Okay, it's only 7 techniques, so it's a lot shorter on this, and we've got a lot shorter stances as well. Okay, right, let's go. Fudachi, Sanshindachi, oi! Sorry, Mike and Brian. Okay, because we are moving forward into Sanshindachi. So we're moving forward, Sanshindachi. We will keep it exactly the same. Right leg works the first set, okay? I have to be really careful on these because I'm pretty supple. I can get away with doing the kick quite, or the block, should I say, quite easily. I don't want me to do it, and I definitely don't want you to do it, especially if you are stiffer. I don't want you ruining your knees just because I can, okay? Right, moving forward, Agochi, check the kick. Exactly the same as it was before. Okay, ready? Moving back. San. Shi. Hey, change legs. Aish. Ni. San. Shi. Shia. Ante. Moving forward. Zen Kusadachi. Gyaku ski. It's still the right leg that does the block. Okay. Regardless of the hand that's doing the punch. Okay. Moving forward. Aish. Ni. San. Shi. Shia. Ante. Aish. Ni. San. Shi. Shia. Hey. Chudan. Aish. Ni. San. Shi. Shia. Hey. Aish. Ni. San. Shi. Shia. Hey. Get on. Aish. Ni. San. Shi. Shia. Hey. Aish. Ni. San. Shi. Shia. Hey. Moving forward. Kikotsadachi. Nice and easy up the front leg. A little bit more work off the back leg. Don't forget, adjust, sit back down on this stance. Not here, okay? Right. Uchi, okay. Ready? Aish! Ni! Aish! Ni! Hey! Aish! Chia. Ante. Sotu, okay. Exactly the same. Ready? Aish. Ni. San. Chi. Chia. Ante. Aish. Ni. San. Chi. Chia. Ante. Maigari Chudan. Chusoku. And we're going to stick with the Kokotsu Dachi. Okay? Last time, what we did is we stepped back, did the kick off the front leg. This time, and I should have explained that before we started, I apologize for that. Back leg going forward, front leg step back. Okay? So for example, when we're here, Maigari back, block, back. Maigari back, block, back. Okay? Didn't explain that last time, but I did this time, so no mistakes. Kokotsu Dachi all the way through. Ready? Aish! 1, 2. Put the foot on the ground. Knee! 1, 2. San! 1, 2. Chi! 1, 2. Ooh, bad adjustment there. Ante! Let's go. Same thing. Ready? Aish! 1, 2. Knee! San! Chi! That's better. Nari! Yasumi, get yourself a drink. Hopefully we're feeling the difference between these stances. Hopefully we're feeling the difference in the way we throw techniques, move, react. And that's very important. Everybody okay so far? Yes. There's my thumb. Yes. Okay, excellent. Cool. Let's move on then. So, not necessarily all of the syllabus techniques now. Probably take it 1 or 2 techniques at a time. But we are starting off with Shitaski, Kibadachi Yonjugo. Okay. So, the only stance we haven't done yet on the main 4, Sanshin, Kokotsu, Zen. Now we're on Kiba. So Kibadachi is obviously like a horse stance. Yonjugo, yon being the 4, ju being the 10, go being 5, 45 degrees. Okay. Shitaski here, pivot in. Okay. So what we're going to do is on the way forward, we are going to do exactly the same leg blocks that we were doing. Okay, so we're going to be here, 1, 2. We're going to be here, 1, 2. On the way back, it's slightly different. So we're going to be going 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, on the way up, just normal. We did this earlier on, but we didn't do this. So what we're doing is we are rotating this back and taking the block as we're moving back. Okay, forward, conventional, back, rolling. All good with that? See some thumbs? Louise, yes, okay, excellent. Good, good, good. Forward, you will do right, right. Going back will obviously be left and then right. Forward, left, left, alternate, alternate. Okay, so don't get confused about that and thinking, oh, I'm not using the same leg going back. It's intentional. Well, 7. Okay, ready? Fudachi, Maiganamurai. Hey, chia. Okay, right. So moving forward, all the punches are always off the front hand. So when you land, make sure on the way back you use this momentum into the technique. Okay? Right. Forward, technique, block. Back, block, technique. Good. Excellent. So we're in Zenku Sudachi at the moment. Let's go. Get them right. Aish! Knee! And remember, rolling off the front leg. Aish! 1, 2. Knee! 1, 2. Ante. Change techniques, or legs rather, should I say. Remember, it's the left that does the block on the 2 forwards. Ready? Aish! Knee! Right leg going back. Aish! Knee! Shia! Ante. Let's do another one of them because I like it. And it's fairly limited on the amount of techniques we can do Yonju Go. Okay? Same thing. Ready? Aish! Knee! San! Shi! Shia! Hey! Good. Going forward. Aish! Knee! San! Shi! Shia! Ante! So, the legs, exactly the same. Forward, normal. Back, rotate. The arm techniques, going forward, we're going to do Seiken, Jujuke Joran. On the way back, we're going to do Seiken, Jujuke Geran. Okay, so little demonstration for Fraz. Moving forward, 1, 2. Moving forward, 1, 2. Moving back, 1, 2, 1, 2. The lower hand is the front hand. Okay? Jordan going up, Geran going back. Okay, right. Let's go. Jordan and then the block. Yonju Go, still please. Ready? Aish! Knee! Rolling Geran. Aish! Knee! Careful with my bag. Ante! Change. Remember to change the arm. Aish! Knee! San! Shi! Shia! Ante! One more set of them. We're going to have a rest. Okay? Same thing, exactly the same. Ready? Aish! Knee! San! Shi! Ante! Change. Yonju Go. Aish! Knee! San! Shi! Shia! From there, pivot into Zen and Naore. Relax. Get yourself a drink. Good job. Make sure that adjustment is always good. Very nice, good block and effective techniques. Okay? Okay. Another stance. Nico Ashidachi. Nico Ashidachi. Okay. Making sure that it's a nice short stance. Maximum belt width between the heel and the heel. Minimum straight line. We are not heel for heel. We are just in front so that if you rotate this supporting leg, it misses the knuckle on the supporting leg by a maximum of a belt width. The maximum space I'm allowed between here is 1 belt. The minimum is it needs to slide through. If it doesn't slide through, your stance is not long enough. If you are too long and you've got loads of room, well, guess what? It's too long. Okay? The dimensions are 90%, 10%. Elevate this up nice and high, like we're wearing a pair of those really nice heels that Louise owns. Okay? Get it up, not down here. This is a Kokotsudachi. Up, push it into the ground. Now, the transition and balance for the front leg is dead easy. Of course it is. For the back leg, however, we need to make sure that we're not just going like this. Transfer the weight, good control, back down in position. And as you can see here, I am too long. So it's not just about the raising of the leg, it's about being here, up, down, and good position still. This is great, great practice, okay? Everybody's like, oh, I find technique so difficult sometimes to do. You know, if you're doing a combination, this is the exact reason. This is the exact reason why, because you put yourself into the wrong position. You could see I was slightly too long now. Now, I could do the technique still, of course I can, because the Nikkei Ashidachi, you could probably do any technique from there because it's so short, okay? You have to transfer the weight, of course you do, from 90-10, but the technique, the stance itself is so short, it permits you to do almost anything. Maybe not effectively, but it enables you to do almost anything. Now let's go to a longer stance, like a Zenkutsudachi, a fighting stance, or a Kibudachi. If you go too wide, you struggle. So it's all down to where you put yourself in position. If you struggle with putting yourself in position, you will struggle with performing combinations that are a little bit more tricky. Or Gyaku low, you'll be fine. Or Gyaku low, step back, spin, Ishiro Mawashi. Are you too short? Are you too long? Are you too wide? Do you go too narrow? All of them things, they stem from exercises like this. Make sure we do the block, get back down into that neat Nikkei Ashidachi, because if we don't have the focus here, when you're nervous doing your kata tournament, when you're getting beat up by somebody in the knockdown tournament, it's just not going to happen. It needs to be worked and repeated all the time. Okay, so we are using Nikkei Ashidachi, exactly the same. So we do the technique in, we do the technique in, back, in, back, in. Okay, those are the techniques in the legs. Yabbit it on, giving you a little bit of a rest. Now we're going to do Age Jordan ski, which is exactly the same as the Shitaski, except it's an uppercut. Okay, and these techniques lend very nicely into fighting as well. So the block we can relate to fighting, the techniques we can loosely relate to some form of fighting as well. Okay, so here we go. Everybody understand? Age Jordan, block down. Age Jordan, block down. Again, 90-10 on the techniques. Let's go. Maigan and Barai. Yay! Hey! Cheer! Good, good, good. Right, moving forward. Age Jordan, all the time the right leg, because we're doing it conventional like we started off. Ready? Aish! Ni! San! Shi! Shia! Have a little check. I'm too long. Yeah? Be strict with yourselves. I can't see you, so you need to concentrate. I'm making sure that I'm right or wrong. Do the same. Ante, change legs. Ready? Ouch! Ni! San! Shi! Shia! Are you right? I'm right. Ante, change legs. Again, same combination. Ready? Aish! Ni! ladder a little bit. Feel a little bit like I'm in the corner. On three. Change stances. Ish. He. San. She. Shia. Are you right? Yes, I'm right. I'm there. Change techniques, although my trousers overhang a little bit on this stance. So you just have to take my word for it. Right. Next technique, we're going to use a block. Osayuki, same. Osayuki, same. Roll in, roll in. Now it makes that backwards movement a little bit more complex, okay? Conventional going forward, rolling, going back. Osayuki, Fraz, we did this the other day, so you should be more than capable of this bad boy. Okay, moving forward, ready? Aish! He! San, roll in. She, roll in. On three. Change your legs. Ready? Aish! He! San! She! Hey! Again, making sure. Same thing again. Ready? Aish! He! San! She! Hey! Aish! He! San! She! Shia! Maori, Yosha. Get yourselves a drink. Another stance done. Whew. Okay. We're going to use a very, very unconventional block now. Very, very unconventional block, and probably an even less likely stance. Okay, so we're going to use kakedachi. Okay, kakedachi being here. Cross the legs, the back foot is an anchor, the front foot is just a balancer. Okay, so to move forward, 1, 2, 1, 2. To move back, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, that is where we're going. With the block, we're going to block here. Yeah, we've done it a few times in a few sessions. Now we are pushing ourselves into 1, 2, block, and then we have to get back down into that position. 1, 2, block, back down into the position. Okay, on the way back, it's the same. 1, 2, block, down. 1, 2, block, down. Running out of room. You get the message. Yeah, that's the block. That's the movement. Okay, we're going to do morote, shote, uke. Nice, easy technique with the arms. So, for example, when I'm in Zenku Stachi here, I'm going to drive forward. 1, 2, in, block, down. 1, 2, in, block, down. 1, 2, block, in. 1, oh, sorry, not crossing my legs. 1, 2, block, in. Change sides, and then it is all the right leg. Okay, we good with this? Know where we're going? Please, please, don't do this. Yeah, it's going to burn your legs, but drive through, take the block, and the technique, of course. Okay, let's go. All these unorthodox things. Think about that stance. Think about that position. Remember the link here kakedachi, moraashidachi, sanshindachi, kokotsudachi. Don't be going like this and then wishing all the way around to the front. Kake, moro, sanshin, kokotsu, all the same dimensions, people. All the same dimensions. Make sure you are in the right position. Okay? Budachi, Mayanbrai. Hey! Hey! Chia! So we're stepping forward with the right. The left leg will shoot back. We'll do the double block. Don't have to worry about which hand. The left leg will do the unorthodox block with the leg. Okay? Right. Let's go. See how we do this. Ready? Aish! Knee! San! Shi! Okay. So now we're going to change legs. Trousers. Ready? Aish! Knee! San! Shi! Shia! Ante! And again. Aish! Knee! San! Shi! And change. Good. Last one. Aish! Knee! San! Shi! Shia! And Nare. It's an awkward stance. It's an awkward block. I've never used this to block, but she and Jeff has, but that's because he's a little bit more flamboyant than me. Okay? You can do it. Just like we can block like this, but nobody seems to do it nowadays. Everybody's just conditioned so they take it. Like everything, it's about timing, it's about position, and it's about getting it right, because you can't afford to get things like this wrong too many times. Okay, right. So, moving on. Moraashidachi. Moraashidachi, straight feet, toe and heel. We are driving forward in like so. 1, 2. Yeah, on the way back. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Balls of the feet hit first in both movements. Yeah. 1, 2. 1, 2. This is very similar to a lot of movements that you will use in an actual fighting stance. It's just a little bit longer. Okay, so let's use a block coming around. Yeah, I want it to be a little bit longer than just cutting through here. My dojo, we did that on Tuesday. Coming round in. Sorry. Then we're going to come around in. Yeah? We go back, in. We go back, in. Right, 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 right. Yeah? Left, 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 left. So most of them are after you've got in the position. The only one that is not is the first step that we take forward, because we're coming around into the stance. Okay, that's the legs. We're going to do Hijiate Jordan. Hijiate Jordan. Okay, so you're going to move forward. 1, 2. In position. Back position. Back position. Again, the only technique you do, the vice versa, is the first one. Okay? All good? Soto, making sure that we're not blocking like this. We need to make sure that you get sune, the shin, through, not chimchiminy roo there with the toes pointing out and blocking with the calf. Come around, block, sune with the shin, okay? Enough talking, more doing. Let's go. Fulachi, Maganabrai. Okay, Gia. Good. Moving forward, we do the block first, Hijiate second. The Hijiate will always be whatever leg is forward, oi, front, leading. Okay, ready? Let's go. Knee. San. Shi. Ande. Change legs. Again going forward. Aish. Knee. San. Shi. Shia. Forward, remember. Most people want to do a sanction or a bad version. Ante. Change legs. And again. Aish. Knee. San. Shi. Shia. Ante. Aish. Knee. San. Shi. Shia. Ante. Okay. Right. Gonna do a kick now. Okay. So, more shigedan, drive in, block. More shigedan, drive in, block. The next one, we're going to roll out, land. Actually, no, sorry. We are going to roll out. We're going to roll out, washi in. Okay, so what we're trying to do is roll out. As soon as that lands, we take the gidan, we land in the opposite leg. Roll out, gidan, in. So going forward, 1, 2, 1, 2, back, 1, 2, mora, 1, 2, mora. Got it? Excellent. I knew you would, even through my confusion. Yeah, right, left, right. Let's go. Ready? Aish! 1, drive in. Knee. 1, drive in. San. 1, 2. Right legs in front, don't forget. Shi. 1, 2. In. Change legs. Good. Move forward. Aish. 1, 2. Left. Knee. 1, 2. Left. San. 1, 2. Left leg forward. Shi. 1, 2. Right leg forward. Ante. Good. And again. Ready? Aish. 1, drive, block. Knee. 1, drive, block. San. Roll in, hit. Shi. 1, in position. Change legs. Let's go. Aish. 1, 2. Block. Knee. San. Shi. And Nari. Ush, Yasumi. Get yourself a drink. What is the time? Yes, excellent. I was hoping that we had some time left. Okay, Fraser. Okay, right. So we've done loads of basics and loads of loads of different versions of blocking one way or another because we've been transferring the weight. Yeah, okay, we've done this block, we've done this block, we've done this block, we've done this block. Okay, so not too many different types of blocking. Not sure what happened there, but my speaker's gone off. Not too many types of blocking, but lots of different versions in when doing that. So what I mean by that is forward leaning stance, backward leaning stance, equal stance, an awkward cross leg stance, you know, all of that kind of good stuff. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to finish off with an actual couple of combinations and fighting, and we're going to use those positions to just adjust that weight one way or another. Okay, if we're forward leaning, backward leaning, maybe we doing some other stuff as well. We'll see how we go. We don't have too long left, so I want to transfer this into some fighting elements. Okay, so keep it nice and easy to start off with. Fudachi, Kamadachi, into a fighting stance, left leg forward. Hey, okay, right. So we're gonna nice and easy. We're gonna go oitsuki, block, gyaku. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Forward leaning stance, remember, Zen Kusadachi, locking off the back leg, nice and easy, yeah? Oitsuki, we take the weight on the front, once the kick, we land, and we twist through, not here, please. 1, 2, get the weight through, think of Usain Bolt, starting position, boom, drive off, okay? So, in the interest of time, we're just gonna do 5 on the left, 5 on the right, and then we'll see how many versions we can fit in this, and hopefully we can feel the weight difference between. Okay, let's go. Ready? Left leg forward, left, right, right. Okay, let's go. Ready? Knee. Tan. Go. Sia. Ante, change your legs. Right, left, left. Making sure we're twisting through even on our bad gyaku. Right, ready? Let's go. Knee. San. She. Go. Sia. Ante. Narrow. Okay. Right. Next one. We're going to be on a backwards leaning stance. Not in a Kokosadachi, but we're more here. Most of the weight will be here. We still need to have the bend on this leg. We can't afford to be here and get kicked. Here, still got the weight on the ball of the foot. So still quite solid. Midori used to fight like this. Filio used to fight like this. Very effective if you want to do some stuff off the front leg, which is what we're going to do now. Okay, so we're going to be here, slightly leaning back, shitasuki, block, Jordan Mawashi. Okay, left hand, block the left leg, straight away, left leg, Jordan Mawashi. Remember, we're just slightly back. 1, 2, 3, nice and easy. 1, 2, 3, in position. Same again, 5 on one, 5 on the other. You can't do Jordan shooters or Gidans, they're going to work the same. Okay, it's just about the weight. Let's go. So, Kamadachi, okay, good, good. So remember, against all my odds, I don't like a backwards leaning stance. Normally, I'm a little bit on the offense. Okay, so I have to adjust myself ever so slightly. Let's go. Ready? Knee. San. She. Oh. Shia. Ante. Change your legs. Same thing. 1, 2. Right, right, right. Okay, ready? Let's go. Knee. San. Go. Shia. Okay, on D. Change your legs. So, this time, oi, gyaku. Sorry, gyaku, oi. Roll back. Take that leg. Okay, we're going to actually do it on alternates. So, 1, 2, roll, hit. 1, 2, roll, hit. 1, 2, roll, hit. Okay, gyaku, twist through, oi, twist through with the hips, top half of the body. As this comes back, we roll through, then tuck that. So the person comes around, we block with the shin. As soon as the leg lands, cut the inside low. Okay? Right, left leg forward. Gyaku, oi, left, right. Right, left, left, right. Okay, let's go. Ready? And adjust yourself each time back to the center. Go. Good, good. Okay, let's go a little bit tougher. Probably our last one. Yeah, probably our last one. Need a little stretch. Right. So, Gyaku Shitaski. Block Ishromawashi. Okay. Yeah. We're already on the move. 1, 2. The hips have opened nicely. Get this through. It can't be back here. If we're going to block something here, get it through, back. We're already partially twisted for the spin at the end. Okay? Gyaku Shitaski, back, back. Yep. 3 on 1. No, we'll do 5. We'll do 5. We'll just take our time about it. Okay, right, ready? So left leg forward. Right, left, right, back where we are now. 5, and then 5 on the other leg. The better leg to finish off with. Okay, ready? Let's go. Got to get that foot through on the first one. Last one. Go. Nicely done, people. Same on the other side. Left, right, left, back in. Remember what I was saying earlier? If you weren't coming into your Nico actually now, how do you expect to be in the right position now off of our bad leg? Position. Make sure. Give you a rest. 1, land, ball of the foot, not flat-footed, because then you've got nothing to push off with. Block, ball of the foot, push, and then around. Yep. It's just the position that makes it look nice. It's not that I'm super duper, it's that I'm in the right position. That's what makes us super. Not just because. Okay? Right, let's go. Right leg forward. Ready? Good. Close to the wall. Last one, people. Let's go. Go. And Nari. Get yourself a drink. Super well done on them. Try to give you a few combinations at the end. You can think about blocking with the back leg, blocking with the front leg, and blocking crazy style. Yep. As long as you're in the right, yeah, no worries. Guys, catch you later. See you Sunday, maybe, if not Tuesday. You know, it's just all about transitioning your weight today. Making sure that if we're in a forward leaning stance, we adjust the weight. We can't just say, he caught me there because my leg was on, all my weight was on my leg. That's your fault, yeah? It's your fault. If you overcommit to do something and you miss and get caught, that's on you, I'm afraid. He's done his job properly. He's capitalized on an error that you made. If you're going to do this, then you need to make sure that we're going to be in the right position. You know, let's face it, we're going to get caught. Of course we are. It's a fighting sport. No one's ever gone into a fight and not got hit. Not to my knowledge, anyway. Maybe she and Jeff didn't get hit, but, you know, he was special. Even he'll say, yeah, I got hit a lot. But, you know, if you're in the right position, then you can absorb the technique better. You can react better. You can move away better. You can block better. And then you can do something else better. So really, really think about that transition on weight, because not many people are able to shift the weight from the front leg or the back leg. They either get caught a lot on the front leg because they're forward leaning, they get caught a lot on the back leg because they're backward leanings, or, you know, you're somewhere in between. Then you're okay because it's not too hard to lift up either leg. But most people don't fight like that. Most people are either forward or backwards. Not many are 50-50. If they are, they're normally very short stances. Anyways, let's have a little stretch to finish off with. Okay, right. We've done a lot of picking up this muscle here today. So let's try and stretch out these quads a little bit to start off with. A little bit behind, push the hip forward, stretch all the way through. Make sure we're pointing this way. Don't open up to the side yet. Okay, just pushing straight through these hips nice and square. Back good and straight. Feel the pinch in the top of the hip flexor. Probably not much in the thigh at the moment. This is an important muscle to keep loose, this top bit. This is the bit that does all that reaction today. It's the bit that picks it up. It's the bit that pushes it out. It's the bit that starts the movement. That's it. Just open up sideways, just ever so slightly. I don't want you fully on the side. Just opening up. Then we're going to roll through on an adverse angle after this. So we've gone straight, slightly in, and now we're going to roll through and out. Probably a little bit easier on the stretch here, so try and make sure we keep this elevated up, which is difficult when you're trying to roll it out. And change legs. So first one, nice and straight. Push through. Drop it in ever so slightly. Not quite on the side of the foot, but we are opening it up. Nice elevation on the body still if we can. And roll it over. Try and get that outside of the leg. Relax. Okay, right. So, I'm going to be there. Just try and be about shoulder width apart with your knees, and the same with the ankles. So you'll feel a little discomfort maybe on your knees to start off with, but we're going to straighten them up anyway. So you're going to be there and push this up just nice and straight. So the legs are perfectly in line now, not dropping the knees out to the side. And relax. Take the strain off the thighs a little bit. If you can, go back a little bit more. And up. And relax. And if you can, just lean back and try and stretch through those thighs again. Maybe not too comfortable if you're on hard floor, but hopefully you're not. Push them knees down to the ground. Feel them thighs working. And up you come. Good, good. Right. So I'm going to go back to this position here. Now, some of us might really feel the stretch on this quad. We're going to raise this up. If we are okay with that, we just need to push forward a little bit and then pull it up. And if we're okay with that, well, you can straighten this front leg and then pull this back leg up if you're really supple. Okay, but I don't think any of us are at that level. I definitely am not. So, if you're stiff, straight line, pull up here. If you're okay, we can push through here. The important bit, keep this elevation here. I like to pull through the full foot so I get the stretch through the instep as well, but you know, you can use ankles if you want. And get it right up into the buttock if you can. And relax. Ante, change sides. Same thing again. Put it up. Once you get your balance. And if you need to, push forward and get that hip in front of the knee. Get nice and tight up to the buttock. Working and stretching that thigh out. It's a really important muscle. You know, we take a lot of low kicks on that. We need to stretch out the muscle, the damage. We all think about stretching our hamstrings, and loads of people, they struggle when they're just kneeling down. I've had students that can't even get their bum on their ankles. You have to work at it. Okay. And relax. Okay. One last stretch. So we're going to make sure that we're in this L shape. We're going to pinch this over. And what I'm looking to do is stretch the outside of this muscle. So we're going to hold on to the knee and we're going to push our way across. Not forward, across this way. Of course, we're going to go forward a little bit because the hip won't allow us to go right this way, but that's what we're looking to do. So make sure we roll this over. See my foot, not here. Roll it over so we keep some pressure on this hip flexor here, a little bit here, and then we're just going to push across. Keeping that knee nice and flat on the ground. Good elevation on the body. Try not to be too far down by the ankle. And release off. 2 more on this side, and then we'll change legs. Itch. Out to the side. Good, good, good. And back. Last one. Ish. And relax. Ante, change over. Other leg. Try and loosen off that little pinch on the back now that we've got on that side from leaning over. Again, roll the hip over. Nice right angle here to the side. Itch. Stretch a bit more on this leg. There we go. And relax back to the center. And again, itch. And relax. And again, itch. And relax. Just sit down, bring the knees up, and just work them in and out. Loosen off that area. And tension on the lower back. Just roll forward and back with the hips. Loosen off that back. And as we just finishing off. Okay. Super stuff. Well done today. As I said before, all about the shift in the weight. Yeah. Forward leaning stance coming back. Backward leaning stance coming forward. Neutral leaning stance. Not too bad, yeah. And then we add in some techniques. It's not only then about transferring the balance for the block, but it's as in the block on the leg. It's also about transferring the balance to get the power and the technique after that. Oh, I've got hiccups now. Sorry. And that's what we're trying to do. Every single time that we're trying to do something, we're trying to do it effectively. Yeah, it might be a little bit quicker. One might be a little bit stronger. One might be, a little bit of a longer technique. One might be more a little bit of an efficient technique. But ultimately, we're looking at being effective on every single technique that we do. And as long as you're in the right position, you have a great chance of success on that, because without that, it's just an arm movement. If it's just an arm movement, it's not going to have any stature or real strength in it. Unless you're He-Man that's lifting up like 100 kilo weights with just a body movement. But even if you are that, you can still add with the power, with the technique, position, etc. So well done today. Try those things out, and think about yourselves. If you're getting caught with a technique all the time, no worries, Gus. If you're getting caught with a technique all the time, it's probably something you're doing wrong. Don't get me wrong. I get caught with a Gidam Washi, a Stasky here, or this there, or that there. Hopefully not too many Jodans. But, if you're getting caught, oh, that front leg again, oh, that front leg again, oh, that front leg again. There's something you're doing wrong. You need to check that, because sooner or later you're going to have a really bad leg and you're not going to be doing nothing. Maybe even getting knocked out if you're in a tournament or even sparring. It happens. Unfortunately, sometimes you get caught with a really good technique. But again, like I said, we're going through those stances. You need to check yourself. It's not my job to check you 24/7. It's not your instructor's job to check you 24/7. We are all high grades here, especially now. Fraz has come. All high grades here. We have a responsibility to check ourselves. And the same when you get in fight. Oh, crikey, I got caught on the ribs like 5 times in a row there. What's he? And it could be that he's setting you up, but you're just falling for it every time, and you're not actually falling for his fate, but getting caught with the actual technique every time. Okay, but good work today, and work those in. This is really good. No worries, Gus. Cheers, mate. Always a pleasure. You can all obviously unmute yourselves now. Good lesson. Enjoyed it.
That's great. Really good.
Good.
Have a lovely Easter.
Yep, likewise. Don't eat too many eggs, or if you do, make sure you're here next week.
Happy Easter.